First of all, I'd like to give a thanks to Almighty God, because without His permission, I couldn't be here. I'm really grateful to Him. And Assalamu alaikum to all of you, and good evening. Thanks for your time. And we'd like to give a special thanks to Dr. Ramzi. Actually, I would like to say he's the ambassador of the humanity, you know. So obviously, she told the summary of my story. Actually, it was really, really painful for me. You can see today I'm here. I wasn't sure that I would be here today because the uncertainty of my life, where I was. And everyone, we hear her story. It is not easy to share your sad, especially if it is your past. It is not easy to explain, which is I have faced, because I was the member of the confused.com. Do you know why? Because when I went to the people, I was telling the truth, people didn't believe me. And today, actually, I could say lots of the unknown story. Obviously, Mark already shared all the statistics, but there's a number of things which is not coming in the media, in the newspaper, and I'm one of them. I remember the day I went to the police station, because I had no choice. I went to the police station and I was kicked by the police because they didn't believe me. They said, you are lying, you have a mental health issues, so go to the hospital. Then I went to the hospital. But I was scared to share my story because I used to share my story with my GP, and my GP passed the information to my sponsor because it was his GP also. So I couldn't trust anyone. And I had no friend. So only friend I had, the Almighty. So I was telling him, and at that time you can feel the prayer, you know, how you could pray, the way she prayed. Maybe it was your best prayer in your life. So I was going around different part of the London just to tell my story. I was begging, I said, please listen my story. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. If you think like I'm lying or it is not true, you can take action, but please save me. My sponsor, he used my personal details and everything just to clear his debts and all these things. And I was a victim of not only the slavery, victim of fraud and all these things. And it took a decade just to prove that it was not me. And what Mr. Sikandar, he said, there's so many things we can see around. Just a few weeks ago, I had a discussion with the policy maker of the British Parliament. I said, the policy, it is right, but you have to look at that, how this policy is implementing. The people who is working, they really know the policy or not? Because they have to know. Because we are the victims. And it came to the news also, and it's similar thing happened to me because I was forcefully kicked out by the sponsor. He sent the information to the Home Office because most of the victims, their immigration status is not like fully correct. So sometimes what happens, they use it to kick them out. And you can't believe that those people, the perpetrator, they are from our society. Some of them, they're member of the NHS, some of them member of the political party, all these people. You can't believe that, and this is I have seen. And when you go against them, nobody wants to listen. They will ask you, who are you? They want to interrogate you about you than these people. So there is, I would say, there is a law is there, but we need to know, we need to implement in the right way. Same time, because there's lots of abuser here also. So many people, they abuse this law to get right to stay in the UK. So you have to be fair enough. And I can see, I have faced, when I used to deal all these things, there is a £33.5 million was used for this modern day slavery by the UK government. But there is a question, how many victims they got the support? Most of the victims, from my experience I have seen, they don't know at all about these things. And they are not getting the justice. Until today, I'm threatened by the criminal who damaged my life. Could you believe that? I don't have any protection like how all of you have here. And this is the reality. So that's why we have to not only raise the voice, we have to work on it. And because it is not easy to handle. Because we like to hear someone else's story, but when something happened to us, happened to yourself, it's not easy to handle. And those things will gonna be forced to end someone's life or your life. So you have to support. So same again, I would like to thanks, and hopefully please visit to the website, and if you type my name, MFA Zaman, there's a number of articles about that and documentary about that, because I have to say something to raise, because if I not come out, who will gonna know that? And from that point of view, I set up a charity, Safe and Safe, to give the support, to the mental support, mainly to the victims. So hopefully you're gonna give support to everyone. If you know someone, please listen. Don't judge. This is our duty as a human. So hopefully soon I'll get my justice to establish the truth, and we're all gonna stand in same line to establish the truth. So thanks again. Thanks for your time. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you.